Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's story is really one for the books. He was born into a lower caste family in the state of Gujarat and spent his childhood working alongside his dad as a tea boy, serving passing travelers at a train station. Very quickly, Modi developed a passion for politics, specifically Hindu nationalism. And it's Modi's past and present relationship with Hindu nationalism that has made him both a beloved and polarizing figure. Modi currently is part of the Bharatiya Janata Party, a Hindu nationalist organization which is one of two of the country's biggest political parties. And the BJP started off as a political wing of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh organization. Now, the Sangh is basically the father of modern Hindu nationalism in India. It was founded in 1925 in resistance to British colonial rule and was dedicated to the creation of a Hindu nation. But the Sangh has also been linked to the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, as well as instigating communal violence between Hindus and Muslims. And that matters, because Modi's been accused of overseeing one of the worst outbreaks of violence in recent Indian history. In 2001, Modi became the chief minister of his home state of Gujarat, and while the state actually did pretty well under him. During his 13-year tenure, he was responsible for some pretty incredible economic growth in Gujarat. Under Modi's lead, the small state that only accounts for 5% of India's population produced 22% of the country's total exports. And that appealed to a lot of Indians, at home and abroad. But while his appeal grew, it was hard for many to ignore the blood they saw on Modi's hands. In 2002, interreligious violence erupted in Gujarat after 59 Hindu pilgrims died in a train fire. It was suspected at the time that Muslims started the fire, but later it was found out that the fire was actually an accident. Modi, relatively new as chief minister, declared a day of mourning for the victims. That move, though, has been seen widely as an invitation to violence. Instead of mourning, Hindu mobs came out and turned their anger towards Muslims during 3 days of rioting. More than 1,000 people, primarily Muslim, were killed, and over 150,000 across Gujarat were left homeless. Many Muslim women were raped, but some even burnt alive to hide any evidence. More than just incitement, Modi was also accused of failing to stop the violence. In 2005, the US went so far as to ban him from visiting the United States for his role in the riots. And for the record, Modi never apologized. But let's look at Modi right now. He's the Hindu nationalist prime minister of a country which is defined by its constitution as secular. How's he done with protecting religious minorities in India thus far? Modi and the BJP's win in 2014 was seen by critics and observers to embolden extreme Hindu nationalists. Now, Modi has vowed to protect religious minorities and religious freedom and has condemned all acts of violence against minority communities. Human rights groups have charged that making that vow and that condemnation just isn't enough. Existing laws that protect minorities need to be enforced. Ultimately, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's time in office so far has been a mixed bag. He's made big promises about a clean India, a digital India, and the economy has soared under him. Inflation is down and under control, and he's pushing forward with his promise of a toilet in every home to promote water sanitation. But he can't seem to shake off the question of his Hindu nationalism and the security of religious minorities. So what will Modi's ultimate legacy be?